Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hello, everybody. How we doing today? We doing good? Hopefully, we are doing well. Just a little bit more setup. Okay. How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone is doing fine. I have pinned the link to the Light and Insight event at the top of the chat. So all you got to do is hit the link, go over there, purchase your tickets. The event is going to be held September the 1st in the Bronx. So it's a meet and greet, it's a book signing, and it's just a place where we're going to hopefully build, and you guys can walk away with an even deeper insight. Since we're going to be in person, we can have some conversations that we might not be able to even have online. So everybody get yourself together for that. Hit the link for that. Hit the like button as well. All right. So, of course, this video of Miss Soraya Brooks has been going around clip. From what I understand, the clip itself is an old clip. And the narrative that has been going on about it is that she was trying to say that Black women, Black American women specifically, do not, or they don't pose any threat, or they are not in any competition with her. When you watch the clip, that's not exactly what she said, but we are going to watch another video that she made recently that addresses the clip, shows the clip, and then she sort of talks about the clip itself. Okay. Hey, Ricky, how you doing? It's always good to see you in the chat, good brother. So I think the hit dogs are hollering more than anything, right? That's sort of what I got from it. The hit dogs are hollering because she didn't exactly say Black women in particular. I think it was assumed because her husband is a Black man, an American Black man. And so it would be assumed if she's talking about the women that he may have dated and things of that nature, that she's referring to Black women among, other American women. And she does end up making a comment about her perception of the condition of the American Black family. So I'm not going to hold you too long, okay, without sharing it. Okay. So here we go.
Black American women are no competition, and that's how I got my man. That is what a lot of people think I said in one of my YouTube videos, which is going viral on all social media platforms at this moment. I mean, TikTok, X, YouTube, Instagram, whatever platform you're looking for, you will see my face with that caption on that video. And you cannot imagine the shitstorm from certain women is like a really bad case of diarrhea right now. But luckily, at the same time, there are a lot of people who agree with my overall message, which is always any average man deserves a fit, cooperative, feminine wife, especially in today's modern society. But without any further ado, let's dive into the clip that got a lot of women upset and a lot of content creators paid. Let's dive into it.
And she just shut up. That no black woman's not competition for us. German white woman, very beautiful, gorgeous. Oh, she trashing black woman? I don't want to say she's trashing them, but she's putting them in their place. I'm just joking. She ain't said nothing bad about the black woman. Nah. Well, be the judge. Let's look at the video.
I already knew I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. But let's just look at it objectively. You had this average Black American guy who now was able to choose between what he was dealing with before and somebody completely new. And let me tell you, the moment I stepped into that man's life, he really didn't know how to deal with my femininity because I was not loud. I was not screaming. I was not trying to, be louder than him. I didn't interrupt him because that's not something that I learned from home. If somebody would speak, and especially a man, you would let that man speak and then you would listen and then say whatever you have to say, right? So I was clean. I cooked. He didn't know what it was when a woman is actually in the room asking him, like, do you want something to drink? Before I got myself something to drink. Do you want something to eat? Before I started to eat my food, I would ask him, do you want to have a bite? I would come out of nowhere and just have a fruit bowl and just offer him some fruit. He didn't know none of this. So my husband, back then boyfriend, really thought this was a dream come true. He didn't know how to deal with none of this because all this me coming through, just being nurturing by nature, his peoples and his family didn't even do that for him. Like the family, there is no family unit. The average family, especially Black American family, has barely a family unit. There is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times. And these are things that I introduced my husband to with my family. Can you imagine that impact that I had on him back then? So gentlemen, do not be afraid of traveling. There are so many more women out there who are willing to take care of you. It doesn't matter if they're young. It doesn't matter if they're older. They are willing to take care of you, willing to work with you, willing to be a part of your life. You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown because unfortunately, a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living in, and they don't even understand that they are going to be lonely for a long time, if not for the rest of their life. They say by choice, but I don't believe them. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a snippet out of a whole YouTube video where I was talking about how my basic daily activities have impressed and impacted my husband's daily routine. I mean, it is just what it is. And you know what? A lot of women out there should apply that knowledge that I'm trying to give to you for free. Tell me, where did you hear me say that Black American women are no competition? I was not even talking about Black American women in particular. I never said anything like that I am better than them. I never said anything like I have better qualities than a Black American woman. No, I'm always talking about modern Western women in general. And by the way, a huge shout out and thank you to everyone who was listening with their ears instead of using their emotions. Because when you compare the caption of the video that I didn't even put on the video to the words that were coming out of my mouth, the caption had nothing to do with the words that I was saying. I mean, honestly, I was talking about the American family structure, if you were able to get the message that I was trying to bring to you. Yes, I did say the average Black American family barely has a family unit. Not even in that statement, I generalized all Black families in America that they don't have a family unit. I lived in America for 2 years and I've seen a lot of messed up things in Black households, white households, and I very soon came to the conclusion, coming from a traditional household, that there is something seriously wrong that's going on in those households in America. And I was flabbergasted at the amount of disrespect an average American man would have to deal with coming from the woman of the household. I mean, these women, not only that they were disrespectful, they were lazy too. And I heard them speak a certain way to their children that had me in complete shock. I mean, I remember this one situation where this woman called her teenage son bitch, and I couldn't believe my ears. Even if that was supposed to be a joke in that moment, that word is doing something to that child. How is it going to grow up thinking it's okay?
Okay. So I wanted to present the video. I wanted to present it within the context that she put the video in and what she was actually saying, and say it from her words, her perspective, and not anyone's additional context. Before we go any further, I'm going to tell you what I don't need. I don't need nobody coming in this chat trying to defend her to me. I don't need nobody in this chat trying to defend her to me, because I didn't say nothing bad about her. I didn't say nothing disparaging to her or about her. I don't even know that woman. So I don't need that. If you want to defend her so bad, go somewhere where she being attacked. Now that we got that out of the way, the things that she was saying about being respectful, about being, catering towards her husband and her man, about fixing plates and serving a fruit bowl, or just simply being courteous to their husbands. Let me tell you something. That's basic Betty talk to a lioness. She didn't let me pop the lioness collar for a second. Let me do that, because see, the conversation is gonna go real quick to what the hyenas do. So we gonna pop the lioness collar real smooth. Everything she said about what you're supposed to do with your husband is child's play to a lioness. Y'all would not believe the life that my husband lived. And I'm not perfect by a long shot. I have many flaws. I got a couple of insecurities. I'm not perfect by a long shot. But fixing his food, making sure he good, making sure he is well taken care of on every front that I could possibly make sure that he's well taken care of, is child's play. I do that in my sleep. And so do every other married lioness in this chat. Okay? So making sure your husband is good is a non-starter. Okay? Making sure he's served and nourished both physically, emotionally, and spiritually is child's play. Sister Beshua, is it child's play? So let's just get that together. There was nothing that was said, and it was correct. It just wasn't profound. That's all I'm saying. All right. She wasn't incorrect. She just didn't say nothing that a lioness don't know and don't do. Okay. The point is not invalid. It just don't apply to the lioness. I'm popping the lioness collar for now. We'll get to the hyenas in a minute. Because the lioness, the one thing we gonna do if we don't do nothing else, we gonna hunt and bring back the gazelle. If we don't do nothing else. So, excuse me, because I think a lot of folks would be astonished at the life that Bethuel's husband is living, at the life that my husband is living. Who are the other married lionesses in here? I think they be surprised at the lives that our husbands is living. A plate. That's on a random Wednesday. All that stuff that hyenas be trying to make be rare. We don't play that. Lionesses do not play that. Lionesses do not play that. If anything, it's going stuff like that gonna happen so often, he'll mess around and take it for granted. If anything, because it's so commonplace, it's so everyday, it's so a part of the routine. Lionesses got to do something real big for the lion to be like, oh, okay. Okay. All that getting nothing for Father's Day if you celebrate it, all that not paying attention to them, all that we can't have sex and and the dishes is too much for us to do. It's too much for us to think about him when we out and about. And when lionesses don't play that. Now, thank you. We're going to get to who was mad. Aria said it was so basic. The only way it could have been even more basic, she said, I have no competition because I take showers. I have no idea why anyone was mad. See, and this is what I'm saying. The lionesses was never mad. But the boneyard rattled. And the boneyard rattled loudly. Okay. The boneyard rattled, and they rattled loudly at the perceived attack that was not even an attack upon them. Because see, a hyena gonna be attacked no matter what. Anytime that she even thinks somebody is trying to call her out or hold them accountable, they always get up in arms. And because this lady is of Turkish ethnicity that lives in Germany, because this is a non-black woman who is married to a black man, now the hyenas are mad, and now all of a sudden this is a black nationalist situation and issue. No, it is not. No, it is not. The reason why I popped the lioness collar is to let everybody know that this was not a racial thing. This is a lioness or not thing. Because if you a lioness, did anything, I wasn't shook. This is, you a zombie in your sleep at 2:15 a.m. fixing them a plate. And this isn't to diminish what she said she was doing for her husband. I'm just saying it wasn't extraordinary. In the eyes of a lioness, this is not extraordinary. Okay? In the eyes of a hyena, however, this was absurd. This was a blasphemy. It was a blasphemy. And it was a blasphemy to the hyenas because here is a woman that is not black, that has a black man. I'm gonna get down to the root of it. That has a black man and has the audacity to be showing him basic human respect and the basic respect that a wife show their husband. That's the problem. See, black women don't, that the hyena, the boneyard do not want black men to be respected anywhere. So if a non-black woman gets a black man and they have a successful relationship, which I don't know the condition of her relationship. As far as I know, they're married, so the best to them. So we just gonna assume that the relationship is good. Okay. That should not be so. Why is she somewhere respecting her husband? Because hyenas do not respect their husbands. I don't care what the condition of the husband is. See, hyenas like to play the game that the only reason why they would ever be in a position where they're not respecting their husband's leadership is because he's not worthy of the leadership. which is a lie, because a hyena is going to disrespect her husband. I don't care if he's a protector and a provider. I don't care if he's slaying D. I don't care if he's faithful. I don't care. She's gonna find a way to undermine his leadership and things of that nature. So that it doesn't matter what he's doing or trying to do, a hyena gonna find a way and try to justify why she doesn't listen to her husband, why his leadership is not proper, why his system, order, and structure is not proper. Okay. I'm going to go to a commercial break. When I come back from the commercial break and read in the super chats, which I kindly thank you for, we're going to get into the average part of this, the so-called average part of this. And we're going to get into the real reasons why the hyenas truly dislike this and why really they should be quiet. So after these messages, we'll be right back, because I need everyone to go to ashkicking.com and go ahead and get you some of the best body butter that is on the market. Let me go ahead and put the link at the top of the chat. Somebody please put the someone please put the ash kicking link in the chat for me, please. We got to share space. But I need you to go to ashkicking.com. We are in the midst, right in the throes of summertime. So all of that beautiful skin is out and it needs to be moisturized and looking good. And the way to do that is to go to ashkicking.com, make your purchase for the best body butter and body care on the market, please. The link is now pinned to, hold on, talking too fast. The link is now pinned to the top of the chat. So please go ahead, hit the link for Ash Kicking. If this is your first order, please don't forget to utilize the promo code Crimson for a 10% discount off of your first order. I don't know how many likes I need, but I may owe you a bam, 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 bam. You got to hit the like button, bam, bam. You got to go ahead and hit the like button for me. Let me get to the super chats. Thank you, Miss Lou Casely, for your super sticker. Thank you, Ezekiel, for gifting 5 memberships. For those of you who received the memberships, please maintain them. You will not regret it. Thank you, Edward. Says Shahrazad and others have warned Black women about how other women will take the men away from them due to their behavior. Thank you so much, Coffee Boys. I hope you're doing well. Crimson, always listen to you, loving your content. Many blessings to you. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Steve. So I'm late, but in here now what it is. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Bakish, for your super sticker as well. Thank you so much, Willie, for your super sticker as well. Thank you, Sister Beshua. It says common courtesy. When I go to the store, I always ask my husband if he needs or wants anything. My thoughts are always towards him first. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is Coming to a Lioness. All they got to do is wish. Thank you, HVAC. I got to bounce over the Media Man's channel. He's going over this as well. Tell Skinny Boy to be on his best behavior. Thank you so much, HVAC. Thank you, Antonio said, Kendra, my fellow Illinoisan, isn't it funny how you never hear of men from other ethnicities clowning black men for the maltreatment of black women? Only women sounding off on modern women. Thank you, Artful. So non-black women can speak on black issues. These hyenas took it out of the community when they took it to TikTok with feminist, white supremacist talking points. Thank you again, Sister Beshua said lionesses make the husband's top priority. She wants to do what she can to please him. Example, my husband's birthday is a week from today, and I asked him what he wants me to make him for dinner and dessert. Exactly. And might get the specialty, make all that from scratch. They think that Nara girl be doing what she doing. Don't play. Thank you, Ricky said black men can't speak on black women and white women can't speak on black women and white women can't speak on black men. Is that what you meant to say? Then who can? Asking for me. And see, that's what I wanna talk about. Now we black nationalists. See, I don't like that. I don't like it when it's done to deflect accountabilities. I don't like it. Thank you, Kuji, for your super stick. Appreciate you. And thank you, Bernard, said for the cookout. I appreciate everyone's contributions. Now, I'm going to tell you what I have a problem with. I got a problem. First of all, the reason why a lot of black women feel attacked is because they're guilty of certain behavior. Because she did not say that. That one, I'm not going to put no words in that woman's mouth to be sensational. She said American women, as she said American women. She said American women don't know how to treat their men. And she gave some examples about how she was able to obtain her husband and keep her husband and blah, blah, blah. The only reason black was ever mentioned is because her husband is black. The thing that she said about black people was her comment about the condition of the black family and how the black family didn't really have a good family structure, like it was broken. And it is broken. It is broken. Our collective family structure is broken. It is. And we can say all the various different reasons why it is like that. But it is like that. It is like that. And we, as Black Americans, we talk about it all the time. We talk about it all the time. See, here's the thing. We're not going to be able to regulate who listens to our content. I have so many white people that listen to my content. And I'm not necessarily saying that they listening to it for, they could be listening to it for any reason, good, bad, or indifferent. But I have a lot of, more than you would think, I have a lot of white listeners here that tune in all the time. They don't like to be in a chat, but they tune in all the time. Now they got whatever reason they got for tuning in to this type of content. I'm not going to speculate on it right now, but it is so. It is so. Sometimes they pop up in my comment section. Okay. Now, you cannot regulate who is listening and what they get out of it. I cannot regulate that. I cannot control that. The only thing, but I'll tell you what we can control. We can control the image value and the appearance value based on how we describe ourselves on these platforms. See, I'm very conscious of what I'm saying and who I'm talking to and why I'm saying it. And I don't care if white people hear it or not. I don't know. Let me spin off for a minute. I don't know which Black person skirt of what white people may or may not hear them say, but I ain't one of them. Okay? Because this is what we not going to do. This is what we not going to do. What we not going to do is have the only representation of Black people be the ignorant fools that want to post all the stupid stuff on every social media platform. But when it's channels like mine that's calling out the foolishness and then telling us how, not only how we shouldn't be, but what we should be doing instead, I'm not going to be silenced by, oh, we need to keep this stuff in-house because when we talk about each other people get, you know what I'm saying, the idea to talk about it. That they not getting the idea from my channel. They getting the idea because you want to pop your behind on Instagram. That's how they getting that. So what we not going to do is have just the foolishness out there. And then when I come through to say what I'm saying, now all of a sudden we got to keep it hush because when we talk about each other, we just ain't never heard nobody talk about each other like the way we do. And other folk don't do what we do. I don't care what white folks is doing. You understand me? You understand me? I don't care what Brad do with Becky and what Becky do with Brad. I don't care. I may talk about it in reference to what I'm talking about with us, but I only care to the point that is relevant to my point. I ain't lost nan sleep. You hear me? I ain't lost a wink. Skirt. Man, and white people heard me say, I don't care what them white people heard. I'm going to talk to my people. And I'm going to talk to you straight up. And we're going to talk about values. And we're going to talk about having them. And we're going to talk about self-correction. We're going to talk about spirituality. We're going to talk about getting it right. Because if you want a better image of Black women in particular, if you want a better image of Black women, why don't y'all put better image of up there of yourselves. Because you're the one that put these crazy images up here. I told you that the internet is worldwide. I told you the internet worldwide. Every time you post something, it go all around the world. And because y'all so broken that you think it's cute, you be astonished when other people be like, oh my God, this is what y'all do. And then you want to get mad when they paint you with the broad brush. Oh, well, most black women must be like this. Most black people must be like that. If you would quit perpetuating the image, then maybe people would not have a leg to stand on. Stop being mad at the leg to stand on. Y'all wanted to hoop and holler. Let's talk about now we want to be black and what other people can't speak on. Listen, let me tell you something. Y'all hyenas are not even qualified to speak on black people. Y'all wasn't ready for that one. You hyenas is not qualified either. Because y'all don't care about the condition of black people. Y'all don't care about the condition of the community. Y'all don't care about the condition of the women. Y'all don't care about the condition of the children. Y'all don't care about the condition of the men. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't care nothing about black people. Because if you cared about black people, you straighten your act up. And you don't do it. If you cared about what was going on with black people in this country, you would get your act together. You wouldn't even know what other people thought of you because you would be so busy with your head down trying to do the work that we need to collectively do in order to move forward progressively and positively as a group of people that you would not even know what this woman, another woman, or an alien had to say about what black folks is doing in this country. But you're so busy, nosy all around and not fixing your issues. Now you want to be mad because somebody say, oh, wait, y'all got issues over there. Look like y'all got issues over there. She can't be talking about what we got going over here. Neither can you. I don't like it when you're black when it suits you. I don't like that. I don't like it when you got black pride when it suits you. You're black and you're proud when it suits you. When you want to go against a perceived attack from a non-black person. Because guess what? She got as just much right to get on her platform and say what she's saying as you got to get on your platform and sit up here and lie and keep a gender war going and make TikTok videos about how you getting $3,000 worth of food stamps. And you think that's cute. That's the problem with y'all hyenas. Y'all think everything y'all do cute. Don't nobody keep this gender war going more than y'all. Y'all still ain't figured out the high road. Because if you want these men to shut up, if you want black men to shut up with all these podcasts and you feel like they talking out the side of their neck about you, why don't you show them something different? Shut them up. Y'all don't know how to shut somebody up? Why don't you pop out and do better and be better and watch the podcast dry up? Make them a lie then. So when they sit on them podcasts and say, well, black women is like this and black women is like that, you can say you a lie. You a whole lie. No, we not. No, we not like that. That's not who we are. Update your information. That might have been who we was 15 years ago. That's not who we are. Update your information. If you don't want to feel like a hit dog that's now got to holler, do better. Because see, if the majority of y'all was lionesses like we was and like we are, none of this would have even went viral among the black content creators. None of it would have been viral. If you hyenas was the lionesses that you like to try to front like you is when somebody come around and hold your back feet to the fire, none of this would have been a conversation. Because I promise you, lionesses was unbothered. You understand that? This is why I popped the lioness collar earlier. You know how basic that is? To be feminine with your husband? Make sure you look cute. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, you talk to him nice. Make sure you talk to him respectfully and all of that type of stuff. You know how 101, that's lioness 101. That's lioness ABC. That's lioness, this is a circle. That's a square. That's how basic that is. You talking about? Hey, Miss Shay. I see my girl in here. The beautiful Shay Sade. I be seeing your post, pretty girl. Shay a lioness. I'm sure she was not bothered. Okay? Shay be traveling with her husband. Unbothered. Okay? I know she be having too much fun with her husband. So to a lioness, this is a non-starter. None of this is a big deal. None of this is a big deal. Baby, we got the lionesses got the game on lock. What? Talking about? We be having to tweak stuff here and there. Here and there. Because nobody's perfect, you know? Your husband have to give you some correction and then we take it and move on. It is peace in the valley. Do you understand that? There is peace in the valley. Found it to be bright as the morning star. There's joy in the valley. Ain't no lioness worried about this. I'm just talking to the hyenas. I don't know why you're mad. Because it applied to you. Ain't nobody gonna group up and form up like Photron to get mad at this woman, to get mad at this white woman, because she said American women is not her competition. And that's implied to mean black women as well, since that woman's husband is black. And y'all the one don't like basic respect in your relationships. Y'all. Cause when I don't want to hear about what a white woman said. I don't want to hear about y'all being mad that she said it because she white, so she shouldn't speak on black women. So what your problem is with me? Huh? What your problem is with Danica? What your problem is with Shay? What was your problem when Chantel was talking to you? What was your problem? What's your problem? What was your problem when Shahrazad Ali was talking to you 30 years ago, 40 years ago? What was your problem? Huh? What was the problem then? Because we ain't white. We ain't white. I'm a black American woman. I'm very familiar with the ins and outs of the boneyard. You don't like it when we say it either. Right? Because now when we say it, now we pick me's and slaves and we just worship black men. See, that's how ignorant y'all are as hyenas. That's how ignorant a hyena is. Because you think the stuff I say here is to edify the men, and it ain't. I want the women to be better for the sake of the women. Men liking you after you better is a side, that's a byproduct. Y'all so stuck. She just want us to be doing this and this and that for men. That's why y'all come to my comment section talking about you saying all of this type of stuff because you want the men to pick you and you want these men to like you. Y'all are stuck trying to, like I told you, trying to figure out which one of these men is going to pay for your nails and which one going to pay for your hair. I don't have that problem. Okay? I ain't got to put 5 different eggplants in my mouth to figure out how 2.5 bills about to get paid. That's you. That's you. That ain't me. That ain't the life I live. You be woe out by the end of the month, and all you had was somebody put a little something in your gas tank. That's all you was able to accumulate. Huh? He won't even go ahead and pay your rent, and you got Section 8, and you ain't paying but $175 a month, and he don't even do that. You got to talk to 10 people off of Tinder to cobble together one date that you're not ashamed to tell your girlfriend about. Leave me alone. Me and you, we not the same. We not the same. We not the same, ma'am. So I don't want to hear all of this nationalist pride about how no white woman shouldn't be talking about you. Maybe you don't broadcast it all over the world and they wouldn't have nothing to talk about. You don't put a better image of yourself nowhere. You don't speak better of yourself nowhere. And you want to call up, I'm trying to lead you astray. When all I'm trying to do is get you to understand that you're living a lie. Your whole life is based on a lie. Whole life. You can't rise up to be better women because you're mired in all of the lies that you live. Y'all so deluded in lies that you can't even go to your spiritual institutions and discern the truth out of it. Y'all go over there and be delusional. Preacher be trying to tell you what's going on. He be trying to talk to you about the life that you're living. And y'all will come somewhere talking about some, I don't know why he worried about that in the pulpit. He's supposed to be trying to reach you about the life that you actually live every day. To relate it to biblical principles so you can understand how where you messed up at and how you need to come back to the Lord. And y'all don't even like that message. I've seen you specifically go to particular churches that talk how you want to talk. That don't challenge nothing of what you're doing. Don't even make you think about what you're doing. Y'all don't like them other churches where the preacher tell you what's really going on. You don't like them. How long had you been rocking with TD Jakes? You rock with TD Jakes so long because he was saying everything you wanted to hear. And the minute that he had one or two little critiques, the minute he had one or two little critiques for y'all turned on him and bit that man's head off. Now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, he was fruity and all the stuff was wrong with him then. Now you can see all the flaws in his preaching and all that kind of stuff. But you didn't see no flaws in his preaching when he was talking about all that stuff you like. Then when he said y'all was too masculine, and that's partially why these marriages is not going too good and all that kind of stuff, then you got mad at him. I watched you get mad at him. Oh, what you were mad for? No, what y'all was mad at TD Jakes for? Rock with him. You been rocking with him. Don't switch up now. That he done said something you don't like now you want to switch up. Don't switch up. Do not switch up. Y'all going ham in the chat. But I'm not even really talking about whether or not you know what I'm saying, we rock with TD Jakes or not, or who he is as a person, or who he even is as a preacher. I don't care. Because it don't bother me none one way or the other. I'm just talking about, you know, the hyenas was all with him when he was pandering and when he was saying everything that they like. And then he had one little thing, and then now they don't like him. Whatever. Thank you, Mogul, for your contribution, sweetheart. Thank you, Willie, as well, for your contribution. Thank you, No Contendo, said the world wants to paint us with a broad brush. Why not give them a Picasso? Thomas Sotomayor, I really appreciate your content more. You are needed. Thank you to Renzo, said Mrs. Cartwright and Mrs. McGillicuddy's cousin spoke in general like everyone else does about the truth, and look who's mad. Exactly. Hey, Miss Shay says, so unbothered. I already got my black man. Like, this is a non-issue. It's a non-issue. Ooh. Thank you, Annie, for your super sticker, and Luciana for your super sticker as well, sweetheart. Thank you, T. Sam. Said, why they mad? They don't get married anyway. Right, thought marriage wasn't the goal. You know? Thank you again, Sister Beshua. Said, hyenas all about boneyard business. They will never fully comprehend what lionesses do. It's beyond their comprehension. It's beyond, sister. It is beyond. They don't get it. They really don't get it. They do not understand what lionesses do at all. From the way they see it, we just, you know, some boss, you know. Girl. Thank you, Regis. I guess I don't think women overseas don't see how they acting on that Pop the Balloon show too, right? Thank you, Miss Raven. Said what that white woman said is basic work. Learned that as a young girl. This wife lioness starting package beginning at age 5 6. Thank you. That's the lioness preschool. That's lioness preschool. Lioness preschool. Thank you, L Rock, for your super sticker, and thank you, T Sam said they did TD Cakes dirty, not TD Cakes. Lioness ABC preschool work. What is we really doing? That's why I popped our collar, because we don't get enough shine. We don't get enough recognition and shine for what we do. And to Sister Bethuel's point, hyenas don't understand what lionesses do. They don't even know what's going on Pride Rock. They don't know. They don't know the reason. They don't even understand the reason behind why we do what we do. They don't even understand why we do what we do. They think we do what we do because we desperate for the man and we just don't want him to leave and don't. No. The first order of business in a lioness's life is that we have spiritual principles that we are holding on to. Hello. We have spiritual principles that we are holding on to. That's why it don't waver. Even if a man don't do us right, we don't stop being a lioness. We leave him alone. You understand? But we don't stop being lionesses. We gonna be a lioness by hook or by crook. You just can't get the pleasure of it since you don't know how to act. See, whether we good women or not is not contingent on what the men do and what they don't do. Because again, the principle by which we are being lionesses, it don't have nothing to do with him. We're being lionesses by the principle of the Most High. That's why we lionesses. We understand where the blessing is coming from. The good husband is the byproduct of that. And I'm not saying that to say he's unimportant. That's just the byproduct of doing what you're supposed to do. You be a wife, you get a husband. A hyena will never understand it because they don't know why we do it. And it don't matter how many times we say why we do it. They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing about that. Being a lioness and hunting gazelles. They don't know nothing about that. I think that's it. Okay. We're going to get on out of here. Don't forget, the link is in the description for the Light and Insight event. Members, you get a discount. Check the members, my community tab. I posted a members only post where the code for the discount is. For my members, there is a discount for the Light and Insight event. To receive your code, just go to my community tab. There's a members only post that's for all the member levels. Just put that code into checkout and you'll get your discount. That's it. The link to the event is in the description box, and my mod Nicole just posted it as well. So go ahead, get your tickets, and we're going to have a good time on September the 1st, all right? And thank you, Antonine. So another channel stated, German woman admits she had to trick and prove herself because of her man's trauma. We're so divided, as you said in a previous video. We need healing. We need spiritual healing. Thank you, Antonine. I appreciate you. All right. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your hostess, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.